Mm-hmm. Yo.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I just took a nap.
Oh, nice. Nice and refreshed for the lesson.
Yeah, pretty good.
Do you have
How?
do you have my
I,
stream on?
yeah, yeah. I just
I'm
turned off.
okay. I was
Just
just getting
turned.
like a weird echo.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All right. So maybe you could do a quick intro for the chat. Just where you're
Uh,
from, your
sure,
tag, how
sure.
long you've been playing, and goals for the game.
Yeah, okay. My tag is Burrito. I've been playing for 3 years.
Wait. So your
Uh,
tag is just burrito?
yeah, my tag is
Okay.
just
Okay. Let
Burrito.
me change the title then.
All right.
I thought it was hologram burrito. All right.
It's too long.
Cool. That's why I do
uh,
it.
I've been playing for 3 years, but seriously for like only 2 years
Okay.
since Sleepy came out. I'm from Mexico City, and my goal is to be the best one in Mexico.
Okay. All right. Cool. So looks you said we're going over Marth versus Falco today.
Yes, that's my best matchup, but I was actually I was going to I wanted to talk about something because I'm like in a plateau right now. I
Okay.
don't know where is the direction that I need to go for to get better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of lost right now.
Okay. All right. Here, let me screen share you, and
Sure.
we'll start going over the VOD. So I'm just gonna kind of look through it for a bit, and then if you have any thoughts or whatever while we're going through it, just mention them, just say it, and then I'll be able to respond.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're all good. Hmm. Okay, one small thing that's jumping out to me, like I'm just gonna like mention anything that sort of I notice. Um, you're not dash dancing quite enough. You are a little bit immobile. There's like spots where you dash dance, like let's see. So like this opening is like the first thing I noticed where like there's not like you shield here. And there's not a real reason to shield here. This is basically putting yourself at a small disadvantage for no reason. Because like you start off, Falco hits this laser. So why did you shield here? I'm just curious.
Uh, uh, I don't know. I think I wasn't prepared for the laser to hit me,
Mm-hmm.
so I shield
Okay.
just out of panic.
Okay. Yeah, so with Marth against Falco, basically, if you are afraid of him doing something to you, the majority of the time, unless you're like right next to him, like sort of the rule I have is like basically, like if you put the characters next to each other and Marth dashes back right when Falco down airs, if Falco can catch the dash back, that's when you want to shield. But if you're far enough away where you're like this, where there's no way for Falco to catch your dash back, you don't really need to be afraid of anything because he's not going to try to like jump in onto you because he doesn't want to get hit. So if you're in this spot, I would say either do like a walling nair or walling fair, or you want to do like a dash. You actually can dash in here and you're still safe because Falco is a little slow. He can't really cover this range super fast. So that's something to watch out for. I noticed it happened a couple times
Yeah,
already.
he's too far.
Hmm?
He's too far.
Yeah, yeah. There was just a few things where like you should have been moving where you default to either shielding or attacking. And it's sort of like it's like if you're playing chess or something and you're kind of like giving up turns. So you're just sort of underselling the amount of influence you can have on like the spacing of what's happening, because you're sort of staying in one place, so it makes it easier for your opponent to figure out like how to trap you or how to play around your moves if you're like more stationary. So, and I can point out another example. So this was one of them. And then right here, this is definitely another one where you do this down tilt. It doesn't... So if you're going to gamble on doing like a move in place, like you get hit and you're like, whatever, I'm going to attack out of this laser, you have to make sure that it's something that'll get you a really big payoff. Because even though you get your best case here, like you hit this down tilt, you're not getting anything out of it. Whereas, like, if Falco had happened to short hop down air over it or something, he's going to get, like, a shine combo. And if you grab here, it's like, yeah, there can be arguments that maybe you could have dashed or played a little safer, but at least if the grab hits, you get, like, a potential 0 death. Whereas if the down tilt hits, you don't really get anything. And this was like another opportunity where I'm like, it's kind of strange to me that instead of like moving, you go for like a grounded stationary option. So this was okay. This was a little odd because so you see him coming in here and then you go for the dash back, which is good. He undershoots it and you just have to be... So it was okay to do this, but it was slow. So like, the fade back down air that Falco does is kind of supposed to beat this grab. But I think even if he did the regular down air, the grab was like a little slow here. So just be aware on the dash dance grab. It's like a thing to try to... Like, it's better to not get a punish on Falco aerial than to like try to punish, but do it at a wrong timing or spacing and then just get hit. Okay, so being shield there was totally fine. This is like nothing wrong here. The fair is actually, I think, was okay. The up air is definitely better here. You would have won this situation, but the idea of short hop aerialing here is fine. So you get hit. The up tilt here, totally fine. I actually like that up tilt. The dash here, totally good. Okay, this is good. The forward tilt here, I don't like. This in my opinion, like, all this was good, and then the forward tilt immediately jumps out as, like, why weren't you moving? This was, like, a really stationary option that you can't combo out of, because that's kind of, like, the big thing, is that you want every opening you get to have, like, maximum value. And so I try to think of it as, like, best case versus worst case. So after this fair is crazy good pressure. And a lot of times after you land a fair like this, you have a couple options. And so basically option 1 is you dash dance. And the dash dance essentially waits for 3 things. You wait for aerial in place, roll this way, or, let's see, aerial in place, roll this way.
I think it was a misinput. Because I was thinking about dashing forward, so I think it was just a misinput.
So, like, you didn't try to attack here?
No.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so this is good. This is fine. Nice. Slight mistake on the combo, but it happens. Okay, let me see. I like that retreating fair you did out of the corner. That was good. Fair here, that's good, okay. Okay. Yeah, this crouch is okay, I guess. This is okay. I'm not gonna talk about it. Okay, good fair. Most of the time, this is super small. Most of the time, I think it's best to just down air here. Like, because you're not really gonna have time to hit anything else, like with the empty land. Okay. Okay, good back air. Okay. Nice. Okay. I actually think this is another super small thing. I think going to platform here is like fine. Like you did this full hop fake go to platform, which I think is good. Just don't feel like you have to fight your way out on the ground here. Going to the platform here is like relatively safe against Falco. I know I'm just mentioning little things, but I'm just like watching, seeing what you do to try to find something more significant. I've definitely noticed your punish seems a little not good, but I'll keep watching to see if I see what I see. Okay, I like this interaction. Okay, that was, yeah, I like this. Okay.
No.
Okay. Nice. Okay, that happens. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, so there's no reason to be shielding here. This is like that same thing. Where like if you're getting hit with like a laser at this distance, and if you, let's say you power shield it, then like, or like you try to power shield it here and you fail, you just need to get out of the shield as quickly as possible. Like do anything, but you just don't want to get caught in shield because just while you're shielding you can't dash. So it makes, which means you can't dash aerial. So as soon as you're shielding here as Falco, I feel really comfortable to take space like up to maybe this position. And so, like, if you get caught shielding, you miss this power shield, just, like, move out of it as fast as you can. Because if he hits you with another laser, that's fine. You can just dash back out of it.
What should I do? Like wave dash in place?
Well, it doesn't... I would suggest either short hop, wave dash in place, or wave dash back.
Okay.
But you can just short hop and like do that thing where you short hop and if he lasers you, you late fair, you know, after the laser. Like you can do that like to get out of that kind of laser pressure pretty well. Hmm. Okay. See, it's not a bad stock. I think your combo game could be a little bit more horizontal against Falco. I think that's something I'm noticing. So the basically Marth has his like big damage combo, which is like up air like a million times where he does like up air, up air, up air, up air. He chases you to top plat and then does like falling up air, full hop, double jump, nair. You know, at like 120, and then you go for the edge guard. That's like a pretty common Marth type combo, but that is the worst case combo. So like if I'm Falco and I'm DIing against a Marth combo, my goal is to get up aired over and over into this nair at 120. Because that's like the only combo I'm really going to be able to live. So I think you're like over up airing a little bit in your combos. And there are also situations against Falco where like so like right here, I think this up tilt is okay. It's just sort of an awkward spot to keep comboing if you go for the up tilt. Like, because his percent is, like, kind of high for the up tilt. Where I think if you went for, like, another up air here or, like, a tipper, and then, like, after this up air, you sort of start looking for more of, like, a horizontal type thing. That's really good. So I think what Zane does a lot is he'll up air Falco. Like, he would do something like up air right here, and then immediately, no matter which way I DI'd, he would, like, jump up and then up B it or something like that. Like, the idea is, like, you get a certain amount of percent, and then you try to just hit Falco off the stage. Going for the vertical combos, it ends up like this pretty often. Like a lot of times when Marths go for this long up air string on me, I end up getting this thing where I get them to go straight up to top plat, and I DI far off the side. So you just gotta watch out for doing like only up air combos. It's more about like, the up air is sort of what you do when you don't have any other good options. And I definitely have noticed you're not the greatest at like protecting yourself either. I feel like, well, okay, as soon as I say that, you do a great defensive sequence, but it's feeling like you're kind of playing smarter than this Falco, but they keep hitting you just as much. And it kind of is like okay, so my read here, based on what's been happening, is that you will die before you do anything significant to them. So let's see. Okay, the light shield's not bad. I think it's better if you're gonna light shield against Falco during invincibility to do it on the side plat. Kadoran does this, and it's pretty hard to punish. The best punish Falco has is to do like landing laser grab on the shield or something, and so you might get grabbed. But right here is a little bit more awkward because he can do stuff like nair you, and then you'll like slide to the edge, and he'll forward throw you off and stuff like that. So the platform is just like a little safer here. But the light shield is not bad, but I want to see what happens. Because you just kind of get hit sometimes, like so far. Okay, good defense. You gotta watch out for these down tilts though. Like this is now a pattern. Like there's down, okay, so down tilt is just like a bad move against Falco. It's really good against Fox. It's like super good, but it's like almost useless against Falco. Like as a whole. Just
because
a lot
of his downer?
Huh?
Because of his downer, or
yeah, just because his short hop is taller, so he gets over. So first of all, it's like his short hop is taller, and he's more likely to kind of be spamming the short hop, and then also you don't really need the down tilt, because the reason why the down tilt is so significant against Fox is because it stops him from doing his crazy ground approaches. But Falco doesn't really do ground approaches. He's not really gonna like do running shines or like run across the stage nair or run past you and wave dash back shine. Like those are all things that like Fox does. And Falco doesn't really do those. He's more just gonna be short hopping over and over. And which is definitely not really how Fox plays. And then also Falco can get over the down tilt a lot easier. So it's just not and it doesn't combo. And the thing with Fox is like, yeah, it doesn't combo, but you need it to like challenge him on the ground because he's gonna be dash dancing a lot. So there's a chance that he'll like dash into it, or you read him going back and he dashes away and you get him. But versus Falco, it just doesn't really come up a lot. And it kind of gives Falco that situation he wants where, like it's the only move you have that Falco can jump over, you know? And so if he can jump over and down air this move, and he's going to be jump over, and if he's going to be jump down airing a lot, it's just not that good. And pretty much the good Marths I play, like Zane and Kadoran to some degree, they don't really down tilt in this matchup, like almost at all. It's just like not super effective, and it doesn't have like, you don't need it to specifically beat anything he does in neutral, and it doesn't really like start combos, so it's just not a super like high value move. So it's kind of crazy that like so I called it that you weren't gonna do anything to him, but you went through this whole sequence that this was good. I honestly think this down tilt is what really messed you up here, because this whole sequence was good. The crouch here is okay. I think if you're gonna crouch here, the crouch is like, you did this a little earlier where you took laser and then you crouched, and those are honestly okay because you can get like power shield grabs and stuff like that. So the crouch is fine, but attacking out of it kind of removes the advantage of crouching, because you can't like shield out of it. And look what happens here. This is actually the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Falco doesn't even down air. He just does short hop laser, and the down tilt misses and he gets the laser. This is like the perfect example of why down tilt is just bad against Falco. And that puts you at a disadvantaged position, which ends up with you off stage, which will probably end up with you dying unless he lets you back somehow. Okay. Pretty sure you're dead here. Okay. So, I'm getting a significant feeling about your Marth. So that's good.
Okay.
I think your Marth has like a distinct lack of like prickliness. So when you are defending, there should be a feeling of that, like, you are defending yourself from Falco, or like whenever you're feeling defensive or being defensive, it's like you need to be defending yourself, but you're always looking for like a way to kind of kill them. And a lot of times this comes out with like in this matchup especially, it's like quick nairs. Like nair is sort of the centerpiece of this matchup for Marth, and nairing in like good ways to catch Falco, it's like kind of like it's almost like a Captain Falcon thing where Falcon really needs that nair so he can combo into like grabs and tech chases and stuff like that, whereas like his other moves, they're like okay, but like if he back airs you, you'll probably just like slide off somewhere. Like back air is okay, like Falcon back air, but like he really needs that nair for like the combo potential as like a combo starter. And Marth is really similar. And so a lot of times when you're in these defensive situations, before you die here, a little bit more. Okay. So in a lot of ways, your main goal here should basically be, can I get either a nair or a grab before I die? And so he's invincible. So defending yourself here is correct. So this is totally fine to defend yourself. So then right here, I just want you to be thinking like you're doing these down tilts because they seem like good moves for like spacing. But a better move for spacing is like having your nair out. Like just putting out quick nairs are there. It's really strong because it gives you a chance, however small, to literally kill Falco. So it's kind of like, do you want like, I don't know, do you want an 80% chance of being able to like flick someone on the arm, or like a 20% chance of getting to attack them with like a gun? And it's like, usually like it's better to like do more damage even if your move won't hit as much. And so it's like, even if you have horrible aim with like a gun, it's still, or like a sword or something, it's still a lot better than just like your fist. So using like nairs and stuff like that, the nair and like fair grab, but mostly the nairs when you're already grounded, are just like, they are an attempt. They're like Puff going for like a rest setup. They are, you know, going for something that has a lot more value. And so like think about it like there's one whole neutral interaction like before the end of this stock or something, but basically every time Falco interacts with you, he can kind of theoretically get naired, which could lead to his death. And so the more nairs you do, the more chances you have to hit him and like get a kill out of it. So you want to be doing more nairs while you're defending yourself, just to kind of look for stuff. So like for example, like right here, I would have liked to see maybe kind of a more aggressive fair, and then right here, this is where I want to see the nairs. Like short hop, dash forward nair, or just nair in place. Because then what happens is if he does this laser, you literally get a nair into a grab. And if you're wrong, and he just reads your nair somehow and hits you, you're really not going to be in any worse of a situation than you were by doing this down tilt. The only difference is that you had a chance to kill him, and I would actually say this is like a very standard Marth nair position. Where, like, I, as a Falco, after this fair, am like, very expectant, or whatever, that Marth is going to be doing a short hop nair right here, and, like, sort of spacing it to barely touch the back of my shield. Does it make sense why I'm talking about the nair so much here?
It makes a lot of sense. Actually, a few months ago, I was doing a lot of nair, but I felt all my nairs were being crash cancelled. So it wasn't working. So I think I started to use down tilt because of that, because all my nairs were being CC'd.
Okay, so that is sort of the only way that Falco... So Fox is pretty good at CC punishing Marth nairs, but Falco is pretty bad at it. So, like, what move is Falco hitting you with after CCing the nair, or was he hitting you with?
I think Shine.
Shine, okay. So basically that doesn't mean nair is bad, it means you're misspacing the nair. So, because being right on top of somebody with the nair doesn't make it any better than, like, being at the very edge of the range. So your goal when you nair is for your nair to just kind of barely hit the Falco, wherever you're reading him to be. And so you never want to just do dash, short hop, full momentum in, nair, like, onto somebody. That, if you're gonna do an approach like that onto somebody, you want to use fair. Because fair has, like, really good shield pressure damage, and you can time it to come out right at the last second, and stuff like that. So basically, the nair is amazing. You really do want to nair a lot in this matchup. Just don't, like, approach directly on... Like, don't land on their body while you're nairing. You want to nair, like, short hop right here, nair, kind of fade back, and land maybe here. That would be great. And if you hit a CCing Falco from that range, he actually won't be able to punish the nair at all.
Yeah, all is making sense now.
Okay, awesome.
I think because of the nair doesn't have any tipper, I just thought whatever is nair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you still want, like, the maximum range on it.
I get it.
Okay. The nair is also really important for preventing you from getting cornered, because it prevents Falco... So, the corner is super, super important in this matchup. Like, really crazy, crazy important. Like, it's important in every matchup, but in this matchup, it is huge. Because when Falco is in the corner and you're here, you have... Well, the main options you have that are extra strong is you have take laser forward smash and take laser forward tilt. Those are super, super strong in the corner, or when Falco's in the corner. And then you also have, like, take laser nair in place, or take laser into this nair I was talking about here, where you kind of fade it back. So Marth's corner pressure on Falco is really, really strong. But also at the same time, when Marth is in the corner, like, right here, when Marth is in this corner position, he gets, like, really, really, really bad. So, right here. So when Marth gets kind of here, it's not that bad, only because you can still dash back into the corner. Like, dashing back into the corner here should still be kind of your main idea, or one of your main ideas. But basically, as Marth runs out of space in the corner, he gets really, really, really bad in the corner. And so... But if you're sort of just playing grounded, dash dance, down tilt type stuff, or maybe even the short hop late fairs, because, like, the short hop late fair, it comes out kind of late, it feels really difficult to protect yourself in the corner, or, like, protect yourself from being pushed into the corner. Like, you don't want to be pushed in the corner. But a lot of times, remember, Falco kind of sucks at approaching, like, on the ground. Most of his approaches will be either laser or aerials in. And the nair is super, super good at stopping those. So anytime you feel that Falco is going to be able to, like, push you back into the corner, the nair is your strongest, like, just short hop fast fall nair in place is, like, your strongest possible option. So, like, nairing right here, basically, the strength of nairing here would be I'm not sure if you'd beat his nair at this exact spacing and timing, but there's a lot of advantage in nairing here anyway, just because in like spots kind of like this, because if you hit him, you kill him, and a lot of times it'll just allow you to hold this space under the inner edge of the platform rather than getting pushed back more into the corner where Marth starts kind of sucking. And I'll find another example soon of that. It's such a ridiculous funny kill by Falco here. Like, do this, down air the wrong way, or don't hit Marth, wait for this, down smash. Like, okay, it works, I guess. This is really silly. Okay. Good. Coming down with the fair. So, see these spots? This is a really common habit you seem to have with this shield. And this is like a big thing that's it's ruining a lot of your situations. So, you dash back here, dash in here. You're avoiding this down air, which is good. Also, something to remember is that if you think he's going to approach right here where you dash back, and this is so common. This is like probably the most common situation in this entire matchup is right here. This exact range where Falco dashes in and Marth dashes back, and Marth will do dash back, dash in nair. Not full drift in nair. Dash back, dash in, and then nair kind of in place, fade back nair, like right here. Like dash back, dash in, nair, right here. You should do this nair a lot. It'll get you a lot of mileage. A lot of mileage. Because look, he's going to come in right here. This is right where your nair would be. And you would just hit him out of this approaching down air for free. Nair beats all aerial approaches, so you just be able to nair through this and get a kill probably. Honestly. Like, it's really that. Like, Falco has to be really crazy careful that he doesn't do approaches like this, specifically because you could just literally nair him out of it. So nairing right here... Huh?
I see it.
Okay. So nairing right here would have been great. This shield is not what you want. I'm like, okay, so why did you shield here? I'm just kind of curious.
I wanted to turn around shield, I think.
So you wanted to face Falco with your shield?
Yeah.
So you're thinking maybe he'll like extend the down air and you'll get like a shield grab or something here?
Yeah, like double downer. Double downer.
Yeah, okay. So but basically the issue with the shield is that Marth shielding against Falco is not that good. It's only kind of good when he's doing a really obvious attack. Like basically the shield is good, but it's like last resort good. It's not like you don't want to use the shield unless the Falco is like they've gotten rid of every other option you have and they're forcing you to shield. Like, because like right here so many things you can do here. So remember, like I said, you can nair here, right? You can do full hop to side plat here. You can just dash back into the corner and then keep dash dancing. Like, those are what I want you to do. I either want you to keep dash dancing here, I want you to full hop, or I want you to throw out a move. The shield type stuff, it just makes you really static, and it takes away a lot of the it takes away a lot of the time you have to actually get things done. Like, you're sort of wasting your own time by shielding here. And it kind of happens again, like right here, where you just sort of get lasered, and you're just shielding from like so far away that it's not even relevant. Like, this is, so think about this situation. So you get lasered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this right here, this 12th frame is your actionable frame. This, without your shield, first of all, is not going to add anything to this situation. If you just ignore everything else in this ignore the shield, just pretend this is your first actionable frame, right? Because it is. So just imagine you're not shielding and Falco's right here. There's not like a reason to shield. Shielding isn't gonna get you anything It's just like shielding because Falco is vaguely close to you, which is bad. Like, there's no reason to shield when you can keep him at bay with your sword. Like, you can literally just have your sword out there in front of you, stopping Falco from approaching you. You don't... Shielding is like accepting that Falco has approached you. Shielding is like, okay, you got me, you're right on top of me, fine, I'll shield, do your worst, I bet you can't combo me that hard anyway if I light shield. That's kind of like a general type of thing that, like, Marth will do. Whereas, like, if you attack out of it, or you move out of this, or you full hop, like, either full hop, attack in place, or dash. Like, those are your options. Dash, attack, full hop. I do not want you shielding here, like, at all. Like, please never shield when Falco is this distance, like, ever again. Just practice. And by attacking, I don't mean dash in aerial. Like, wall the nair, full hop, or dash dance. Those are your options. Because I'm pretty sure if you nared here, you would have just hit him again. Yeah, because, like, if this is like something that Zane probably would have hit, where, like, he gets lasered right here, and then you just dash forward, nair, and then drift back. And you would have literally cut him out of this laser completely and gotten the win here. Okay, good light shielding on the platform. Yeah, and I just need to see more nair. Like in these types of situations, like... So think about it, like, basically, if Falco wants to interact with you at any point, you need to make it so that he risks getting there. Like, he needs to incur a risk of being there to interact. So when Falco does this laser, this is fine. He kind of gets you here. I'm going to ignore this. Okay, so right here. So Falco's options in this situation are he can go to the top plat, he can stay in place and laser, he can go to the side plat, or he can, like, dive in out of the corner. That's all he's got. He has those 4 options. And so your option, you have a good position here. What you really want here is to get kind of set up right here where you can start pressuring Falco in the corner, but you don't want to let him leave the corner. And so this is another great spot where, like, dash in, neutral jump, or even backflip, like dash in, backflip, or like shield stop nair, or just short hop in, nair, fade back right here is so strong. Because basically, if you run in, you nair here, Falco's options are full hop, he kind of stalemates maybe, it's like he might get hit, stay in place, you get a nice spacing, you approached right where you wanted to, go to the platform, as long as you fade back enough, he can't punish it, and then if he jumps in, you hit him. So, like, the nair has this great value here, and like I said, if you had done this exact nair that I was talking about, you would have hit him, because he's immediately jumping in, and that's what this nair does, is this nair says, you're in the corner, I know you want to get out of the corner, and I'm going to put this nair here, so that if you try to get out of the corner, you get hit. And if you aren't trying to get out of the corner, the nair just lets me land in a nice spot to pressure you. So then out of this, when you get lasered here, you don't really do anything there. Okay, you went for the nair there. Okay, dashing around. And once again, this shield is kind of, it's just very passive. So you definitely could have gotten the grab here, but this is like a problem with your play, that you're not using your moves to protect yourself enough. Like, if you feel fear right here, I would rather you do an aerial, like nair here, rather than be afraid and shield. So look, so this, so this is the nair I was saying is, like, the only bad nair. Basically, is so you're a little too close to do a full approaching nair. So basically, at this distance, this is why you do the nair kind of in place a lot, or like shield stop fade back nairs. Like, you want the nair to be here, like right about there, so that, like, see, if your body was more here, the nair would still hit Falco. So, like, basically, you need to abuse the fact that you have extra range on Marth. So if you see a situation where, like, you can kind of both hit each other, like this, your goal should be like, well, if I put out a Nair in front of me and Falco jumps into it, he'll get hit. But if he doesn't jump into it, I'll still be safe because he'll be over here. And that's kind of the mentality you want with the Nairs, because if you go for too aggressive of a Nair right here, then you're just too close to him and you'll end up trading like that. Yeah, a lot of it is these same spacing patterns kind of are getting repeated, where you kind of dash dance a little bit, you're not nairing to protect yourself correctly, and then you end up shielding in like kind of an awkward position. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to zoom in a little bit more, like hone in on like exactly what's going on too.
Yeah, it's all clear now.
What's up?
It's all clear now.
Awesome. Okay. Get a sip of water.
All right.
Okay.
This is from yesterday.
What's up?
I just want to clarify that. This is from yesterday.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and kind of point out the same things, unless I see something new. I'll just point out, like, aha, this is a spot where you should have done this. So, like, right here, you take this laser, Nair. Nair right here. Because if he approaches, you'll catch him. The crouch is just passive. The thing is, the crouch is fine. Like, I'm not telling you that the crouch is bad, but it's like you specifically are not using this big chunk of, like, Nair in place type options. And so I want you to, like, kind of forget about the crouch right there for a little bit and focus way harder on Nairing there. And then, okay, so the Nair is not that good at vertical stuff. So if Falco's up here, I'm not saying that I don't feel like this Nair was like a reaction to him jumping. I'm just mentioning that, like, the Nair is mostly good when Falco is, like, in a grounded or short hop position. I think if he's on the side plat or coming off the side plat or, like, double jumping, the Nair is not very good. You either want to, like, fair or up air. The Nair is a lot... Yeah, this fair, too. This fair just doesn't make any sense. Like, you're just hard... There's the down tilt. So think about this down tilt of, like... Okay, so what if instead of down tilting here, you just did dash in, dash back? Basically, it gives you a situation where if Falco... Like, the main point is just that down tilt doesn't get you anything if it hits, so there's no reason to do it. Like, it's not going to get a combo, so it's literally worthless. Like, there's no reason to ever do it. Any other thing you could have done here would have been better. And then right here, you go for this really weird full hop read, which almost hit. But even if it did hit, you wouldn't get a combo out of it. So it just doesn't really make sense. Like, at 0, you either want to do, like, low fair grab. Like, if you're moving around and they give you a free stray hit, then take it. But I wouldn't want to go for, like, a read like this to get a stray hit. So you either want, like, late fair grab, you want raw grab, or you want Nair grab. That is Marth's low percent game against Falco, basically in its entirety in terms of, like, what openings you want. Going for these full hop fair reads, it's sort of like you're kind of risking yourself to land some fair damage. It doesn't really, like, get a lot. So this is an example of a stray hit that I think is okay. So, okay, pretend the previous stuff didn't happen. And then Falco's coming down like this, and you just get this safe Nair, and you get a little bit of percent, totally fine. You just don't want to make reads for it. But in spots like this is totally reactable, and you're just like, oh, I'll take my free damage, thanks. So, okay. So let's just go through this situation. This is good. Dash dance here is good. But remember, if you want to stop him from approaching, the Nair is the key here. So this dash dance is fine. you do a shield stop fair, which is totally fine. This is totally good. But when you get hit right here, this is a dash back right here. He's not close enough. Falco can only catch Marth dash back if he's basically like right here. He's not going to be able to catch your dash back from here. So this is like a super clear situation where you just want to reset by dashing back. But because you jump here to do this aerial when he's too close, you get clipped. So that's just like, okay, that's just like a situation that you can improve at. Okay, so right here, the fair is, remember, at low percent, late fair grab, early fair is kind of useless. Late fair grab is good, but early nair is good. So like I would say you should nair here pretty much every time, because if you nair and you get this nair, so you hit the fair, it's your best case. This is exactly what you wanted. Like when you did this fair, this is like, you're like, man, I really hope this happens out of the fair. And it's like, you get nothing at all. Falco is literally like frame positive on you. Whereas if you nared here, you probably got a kill. So right here, when Falco jumps in like this, I kind of like nairing here also. Just because the nair is basically just like, you tell him like, you can't approach for the next half a second. Like, you just can't. So it would have kind of avoided this whole scary dash dance in the corner thing. But you didn't get hit, so you're fine. It's okay to do that. Looks like an accident right there, no worries.
Yeah, it was an accident.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like, instead of this up tilt, would have been great to nair here. It's like right here, nair, because you think he's going to come in. So that's what this up tilt is. The nair is so much better here, and you would have gotten him. The in-place quick nairs. And, yeah, once again, like, these fairs don't really have a purpose. You want to be looking for a way to kill him. So you kind of get caught out of position here. You got the grab, okay. Oh, it happens. What percent was that at? Sheesh. That's at 100 and it killed on DIOA? Okay. That was just a really early kill percent. Okay, you got the free up air. Good job. Get this. That. Nice. Nice. Dead. Should be dead, yeah. Okay. See what happens when you get the grab? Like, you just get the grab at 30 and he dies. Or 4. Yeah, you get this one hit and you get the grab here and it's just over. So it's like, getting the grab is so critical. And that's why that nair is so important, because it gets you the nair grab. Which is like what you want more than anything. Okay, awkward spot on the platform. Okay, now we're good. Okay. Okay, we're all good. Okay, okay. This was good. Like, basically you keep making good decisions and the Falco keeps Ultra Galaxy Brain lasering you like 4 times in a row. So I keep being like, yeah, that was good. And he just hard reads you and perfect lasers. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess Falco has an advantage there. So yeah, this flop is good. This high laser misses. The fair here is totally good. This dashback is fine. You like kind of mess up your movement here, so I'm kind of ignore that. And then he gets this perfect laser, and then he gets this laser as you jump. And so it's like he just kind of got you with that. Then this was good, and he caught you dashing. Like, basically everything was good there, and he just kind of won the mix-up. So don't worry. And you messed up your tech skill in that one spot, so don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. I really want to see more mobility out of your dash dances. Because when you do your dash dances, they kind of just... it doesn't feel like they change your anchor. Like, it feels like when you start a dash dance. So, like, right here, you're starting a dash dance. It never feels like... So, like, to me, when I'm watching, what it feels like is I'm here. Like, this is where I am. And my dash dance moves right or left from, like, this point. But that's not actually, like, how you should be thinking about it. As you're dash dancing, as you're moving, it should change what you perceive as, like, your, like, root position, kind of. Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying?
I think so.
Yeah, just basically when you dash dance, the interaction always seems to occur kind of in the exact same area that you started dash dancing. And I want to see your dash dance giving you more mobility kind of around the stage. So, like, look, you dash dance here, but the interaction, you end up getting hit in the exact same position that you were. And this is just sort of like it's just one time, so I'll point it out. Yeah. So here's this other one. You also dash dance here, but you end up being in the exact same position when you get hit. And so you've basically been in this exact spot fighting for like the entire time. So look, I'll point it out on your next dash dance. Okay. So yeah, you do like a little dash back, dash in. I want like a real dash dance just so we can look at it. Okay, so this time you actually did change position, and I want you to just look at the difference here where you do like, this is your root position, but you dash away, and then you reset here. But I've only seen you do this when the opponent is like way up in the sky and not when they're like on the ground with you. Okay. Nice. So this is kind of what I'm saying with these up airs is like, you're not getting me any, you're not getting Falco any closer to killing him by doing these up airs. You're just gathering damage. But Marth doesn't need Falco to be at like high damage to kill him. He just needs him like at like 30 or anything. So like once you hit him here, the best thing that I would have liked to see here is like probably another fair, like fair forward smash here would be really good. The up air is kind of like letting him reset for free a little bit. Like if he DIs out, you might get like a down air here. But if he DIs out on the forward air, you might still get a tipper or a forward smash, and if not, he's at least off stage. So I just think like going for this type of thing where you just up air over and over is just kind of like a weak combo.
Oh.
That happened. Nice. Good corner pressure. Nice. Okay. Good idea. Aha! See, look at this. The value of fair grab. Late fair, grab. So OP. You get a grab, you get to do whatever combo you want. Good times. You need to stop doing these fairs, instant fairs out of shield. Instant fair out of shield is not the way you get out of shield as Marth. Like, you have to just, like, hold that. You're just like, I'm Marth. I don't have an attack out of shield. I will dash away. Or I will, wave dash away. I will wave dash away, or I will roll, or I will full hop. Marth does not short hop fair out of shield. It's like, it is a thing, but it's not a thing when you're just getting beat down like this with Shine. Like, it's just not a thing. It's just really greedy. Okay, Falco, sure. Nice up air. Okay. Nice. So the thing with this Nair, it was almost perfect. It's a little bit too approachy. Like, it's a little too approachy. Like, you kind of like how far forward you go. I just wanted it to be a little bit more pulled back. Just a little bit. But it was a good Nair still. And look, he just dies. Yeah, Nair's like up here are just kind of eh. That Nair's fine, but like this one is kind of like eh. If you hit him, you're not really going to get anything out of it. Okay, let's see. Also, don't underestimate that Marth can just change positions. Like, I haven't really seen you just do like sort of cross-up wave dashes out of pressure where like if you're like right here and you're shielding, you can kind of just wave dash forward here sometimes, and it's really not that bad. I just want to see a little bit more variation out of shield. You go for a lot of like in place, short hop fair or grab. You don't really seem comfortable like wave dashing out of shield that much, and it's just really, really good. Okay, so okay, this is actually a good spot to go over. So You go for this fair, you get caught, and you do this nair, and he catches you with, like, the world's most perfect of perfect frame perfect laser forward tilts. Like, this is literally a frame perfect laser. If this laser was one frame earlier, you would have no impact landed. He literally hits you this frame. So, like, that's almost, like, not even your fault. He literally, like, task lasered you. But anyway, this is also, so when you do this fair and you get hit by the laser here, basically, this nair that you're doing is crazy good, and it's the nair I've been telling you to do this whole time. And the thing about really good options is sometimes your opponent counters them. So the Falco just does a really good job countering this exact nair. And also, this is why I think slightly adjusting your grounded position before nairing is almost always good. Because, like, let's say after taking this laser, you did either dash back, dash in slight nair, or just dash in slight nair. It makes it so much harder for Falco to space, like, the perfect laser. Like, look at this. He's just like, I'm coming in right outside of it. Whereas if you just moved either back or forward a little bit, rather than... Because, like, it just makes it... Basically, you're making the calculation easy on his end. Because he hits you with this laser, and he just is playing around literally nair in place. So because you don't do a dash at all, he gets to play around, like, the freest nair in place possible. So that's just, like, a small note on, like, the nair. Okay, let's see. We have about 4 minutes. I kind of want to do, like, a review and sort of talk about what we went over, if you're down for that.
Yeah, I'm down. Basically, what I'm seeing is that nair isn't bad. I just did bad nairs, so I just stopped using.
In fact, nair is Marth's best move in this whole matchup. Like, it is.
I always thought the nair as a mini rest.
The what?
The nair, I thought the rest was like a mini rest, like a buff rest. But I started using nair less because of the potential.
Yeah, and it's just really different the way you use it against both, like, Fox and Falco. So I would just say, like, okay, the first thing, get rid of the down tilts entirely. The second thing is, if you are in a situation where you feel pressured, I want you to either dash, full hop, or do a walling aerial in place. Not instant fair. You'd use instant fair out of shield way too much, and it's just not very good. So I want to see a lot more of the nairs. I want to see you trying to combo a little bit more horizontally. So maybe combo with a little bit more like tipper fair rather than the up air. Let's see. We didn't really get to it too much. I mentioned it a couple times, but, like, you kind of want to be thinking about comboing into up B. So maybe, like, tipper forward air, tipper up air, up B type combos. And just generally, like, horizontally getting Falco off stage and comboing that way more so than, like, the repeated up airs. We already kind of went over, like, the nair, where you want to get the nair at, like, a really clean spacing. Where, like, the nair, like, you're using the range of your sword as, like, an advantage. You are abusing the sword's range against Falco, where you're like, I'm going to put this nair kind of in front of me if Falco decides to go for this. And I want you to be nairing, like, a lot. Like, a lot. Like, don't just try to do only smart nairs. I want you to nair a lot and kind of find where they're good. It's because it's literally Marth's main move in the matchup. Like, the nair is really where it's all at. Kind of the effectiveness of a Marth and the Falco matchup is almost entirely determined, low-key, on how good they are at nairing and punish. But the punish is fairly straightforward once you get a handle on it. Let's see. I think that's mostly it. I would like to see you mixing up your dash dance positions a little bit more, but the nair stuff is a way more glaring issue, and, like, the acting out of shield, not shielding when Falco is like not close enough to deal with you. Like the shielding type stuff is just really weak overall, and I want you to do a lot more of the other options I mentioned. Okay. Any other thoughts or questions?
No, that's great. I'll start working on it.
Okay, great. And I can send you my payment info. Oh, did you already pay me?
No, no, no.
Okay, I'll send you the payment info then.
Okay.
All right, awesome, man. Have a good one.
Awesome. Thank you.
Peace. No problem. Bye. Okay. Whew. Does Falco use tether theory versus Marth? No. Falco is... He has it, but it's not the same. Fox and Sheik, you're close to Marth, murder him. Falco is like, I don't know. He can tether theory Marth, but he doesn't need to. That's like kind of the thing with Falco is Falco can tether theory Marth, but he doesn't really need to. He's kind of okay just, not doing it. Also, yeah, Chipotle Burrito. What's up, Clever Nevers? How you doing, David? Sorry, I was in the middle of a lesson. I'm not sure you're still watching. I just don't really respond to chat during lessons. Whew, yeah, that's a pretty good one. I think teaching Marth is always interesting. They all have very unique problems because of the way the character works. My grain brew 3 times. Let's go. I'm glad you enjoyed the lesson, Burrito. So there is a chance I will be back later for one more lesson because somebody is kind of... I basically accidentally double scheduled for today, and then I was like, nah, sorry, I already scheduled with Burrito because I was just getting organized like a few days ago for everything, and then so the guy's like, dude, like, I just really want it before Gommel, and it's like, alright, we'll see how I feel later tonight. We'll see if I feel a little bit more recovered and able to do it, so we'll see. But I'll probably be like mad baked and stuff, so you never know. Yo, quick question, that if your hard shield is hit on a platform and you fall with your back facing the same way, characters like Marth and Sheik will tumble and hit their back on the ground. Yeah, it's called misfoot. Like the animation is called misfoot. Like you miss your footing, and all characters go into tumble out of misfoot, but it depends on the distance to the amount of time it takes to get to the ground. Yeah, so you can cancel it because like the reason why like Fox won't get a mistech off of like a side plat is because he falls fast enough. So yeah, I am aware of this. Thank you for trying to share it, but I do know that. But it's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna raid Josh Man. Thank you all for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. And hope you all enjoyed it. Asking a lot of people no one knew. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff about this game no one knows. There's a lot of stuff about this game I don't know. So like, you're not off base to ask. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I just randomly don't know about the game. It's a really complicated game. So, alright, peace. Hope you all have a good one.
Chew water? You ever try thick water? Dude, I want to. I watched